West Des Moines native and WNBA star Caitlin Clark is breaking even more records.
Who? Caitlin Clark?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, a household name. And the card sold on Sunday for $366,000. Now holds the top spot for highest selling women's sports card. That's according to Golden Auctions. This is the one-of-the-kind card. It's signed and considered in perfect condition.
Did you just hear about the Caitlin Clark sports card that sold for $366,000? That's more than some players make in an entire WNBA season. Aja Wilson, the league MVP, couldn't believe it either. When Aja saw that number, her reaction was priceless. We're talking jaw-dropping, phone-throwing, "Are you kidding me?" kind of reaction. This video breaks down exactly what happened when Wilson found out about this record-breaking sale and what it means for women's basketball collectibles. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. You know what's wild? Aja Wilson's first reaction to the $366,000 Caitlin Clark card seemed super chill on social media, but that wasn't the whole story. Far from it. When the news first broke about Clark's rookie card shattering records, Wilson took to Twitter with a picture-perfect response.
Caitlin Clark is making plenty of history on the court, but she's also doing so even when she's not playing. The Clark card set a record for a women's card, shattering the previous mark of $266,000 paid for a 2003 Serena Williams card. 2024 Caitlin Clark Panini WNBA Signatures Gold Vinyl Prism cards sold at an auction for $366,000.
All smiles, congratulations, and professional courtesy. The kind of polite nod that makes everyone think, wow, she's such a good sport about this. But let's be real. Does anyone actually believe that someone as fiercely competitive as Aja Wilson, a player who fights for every rebound, every point, every championship, would be genuinely thrilled about a rookie's card selling for more than her entire annual salary? The math just wasn't adding up. Here's what actually went down. According to people who were there, Wilson was hanging out with her Aces teammates when the news notification lit up her phone. She wasn't crafting some PR-friendly response in an empty room. She was surrounded by friends who saw her genuine reaction in real time. She just froze, one teammate said, like someone had just told her the most shocking news of her life. Her eyes got huge, and she just stared at her phone for what felt like forever. That frozen moment didn't last long, though. Wilson reportedly started showing her phone around to everyone in the room.
Caitlin Clark has helped lead the Fever to the playoffs for the first time since 2016.
And demand has spiked for any kind of collectible with her name, her face, or jersey number on it.
Everybody's involved right now. I love it. I love seeing 8-year-old kids rifle through the 10-cent boxes, and I love seeing retirees that are like looking for something to kill their time and have some fun with. So everything in between. It's definitely an industry now. You know, like we're actually watching this thing grow on the daily.
300 and what? She kept saying. 366,000 for a rookie card? Are you kidding me? The teammates who witnessed this said Wilson cycled through emotions faster than she transitions from defense to offense. First came the shock, the disbelief that any women's basketball card could command that kind of money. Then came the double take when she realized it wasn't just any women's basketball card, it was Caitlin Clark's. And finally, that unmistakable look of frustration settled in. What really seemed to hit Wilson hardest wasn't just the dollar amount, impressive as it was, but the shattering of records. This wasn't a small step forward for women's sports memorabilia. This was a $366,000 statement that obliterated Serena Williams' previous record by around $100,000. Serena Williams, arguably the greatest female athlete of all time, being outpaced by a rookie who hadn't even finished her first professional season. For context, Wilson isn't just any WNBA player feeling jealous of the new kid. She's been the face of the league. Multiple MVP awards, championship rings, the kind of resume that should translate to serious value in the collectibles market. Yet her most valuable card isn't even in the same stratosphere as what Clark's rookie card just commanded.
Caitlin has been the kind of the spearhead that's caused everybody to want to collect WNBA. And the fact that they're going to actually have more licensed trading cards this year will just make that happen in an even better scale. And it got to that level where, thankfully, being in Indianapolis, they recognized that, and we've been able to get product and be able to provide it. And we have a ton of single rookie cards of hers, graded cards of hers. Like, when we found out that the Fever had the #1 pick, I was calling my manufacturers and saying, I'll take anything anything that you guys have that's going to have potentially Caitlin Clark stuff in it. We have tried to be as proactive as possible, but the demand is still outweighing the supply.
And that's when the phone went flying. Not in some dramatic wall-smashing tantrum, but in that frustrated toss onto the couch that we all do when we read something that gets under our skin. The sources close to the Aces say Wilson immediately picked up that same phone, scrolled through her contacts, and called her agent. "What are my cards selling for?" she reportedly demanded. "I've won championships, I've got MPVS, and some rookie's card is selling for hundreds of thousands." The financial implications weren't lost on Wilson or anyone else in that room. In a league where players' salaries are already a contentious topic, seeing a rookie's card sell for many times what veterans make in a year hits differently. It's not just about ego, it's about economics. Wilson's agent apparently didn't have great news for her. Despite her elite status in the game, her cards weren't commanding anything remotely close to Clark's prices, and that's when the real frustration set in. That's when she got quiet, one source said. And Aja being quiet is sometimes more intense than Aja being loud. By the time Wilson crafted that perfect social media response, the one congratulating Clark on the record-setting sale, hours had passed. The raw emotion had been processed, packaged, and presented in a form that the public would read as gracious, because that's what professionals do. But that gap between the immediate, genuine reaction and the crafted public response tells us everything about the complex emotions stirring beneath the surface of the WNBA right now. It reveals the tension between achievement and popularity, between proven excellence and marketability.
The Clark card set a record for a women's card, shattering the previous mark of $266,000 paid for a 2003 Serena Williams card.
Everybody's involved right now. I love it. I love seeing 8-year-old kids rifle through the 10-cent boxes, and I love seeing retirees that are like looking for something to kill their time and have some fun with. So everything in between. When we found out that the Fever had the #1 pick, I was calling my manufacturers and saying, I'll take anything that you guys have that's going to have potentially Caitlin Clark stuff in it.
It's worth noting that Wilson's frustration doesn't appear to be directed at Clark personally. It's aimed at a market that seems to value potential and hype over proven excellence. It's the reaction of someone who's put in the work, achieved at the highest level, but watches financial barriers being broken by someone just starting out. This isn't just about one card anymore. It's reshaping the entire landscape of women's sports. What we're witnessing is a collision between athletic excellence and market reality. Players who've dominated for years are suddenly facing the harsh truth that social media following and fan excitement can outvalue championship rings. Think about the next Wilson-Clark matchup. You think this won't add extra fire? The established superstar watching a rookie not just challenge her on-court status, but completely demolish financial barriers? This is going to transform their rivalry into something we've never seen in women's basketball. The real winner here? The WNBA itself, as these competitive flames push the league to new heights.